Monster Jam is an experience like no other. A phenomenon that is trending across the world. Born from raw power. Driven by fearless competitors. Strength is measured in horsepower. And emotions that are pushed to their edge. But the true force, the spark that ignites it all, is you, the fans.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder.
And go higher.
We need your energy.
Get up. Get louder.
Every clap.
Every cheer.
This is your house.
This is your moment.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Cardiff.
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready for Monster Jam? You ready? This is JCB Racing. 8 drivers have been seeded into the bracket. Now they're going to be going head to head, but only 4 can make it to the semifinal round. Now come on, Cardiff, I need you to get loud if you're ready for JCB Racing.
We're going to kick things off with our first head-to-head matchup. Racing out of the red lane. Give it up for Brandon Arthur, Earthshaker. And his opponent racing out of the black lane. Make some noise for Peter Nyman, El Toro Loco. The winner of this race moves on to your JCB semifinal round. Our staging lights are lit at the far end of our pitch, and both of our drivers need to head to the starting line. Both are now here as we're gonna get set to go racing. Digger. Two great race passes for both of our drivers, but it really came down to that final turn as we take a look at the replay. Peter Nyman, El Toro Loco gets hiked up a little bit, but takes full advantage. Earthshaker with the win and moves on. We're gonna get ready here for our second head-to-head matchup here in round one of JCB Racing. In the red lane, let's hear it for Chelsea Van Cleave, Sparkle Smash. And racing out of the black lane, give it up for Joe Dennis, Zombie. The winner of this race will see Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker in the JCB semifinal round. Both are to the starting line. We're gonna look for that green light. We're gonna have to go to our replay there, brought to you by our Monster Jam timing system there. We're gonna take a look here in just a moment of those race passes. Incredible for both of our drivers, Sparkle Smash and a Zombie. Let's take a look at that replay. A great turn. Kind of goes wide though for Sparkle Smash, but she makes up for it and punches it there at the end. I don't know, that's pretty close. Cardiff, who do you think our winner is? Our Monster Jam officials still looking at the replay. We're gonna see it one more time in slow motion. Joe Dennis and Zombie goes up in the air. We're gonna see those tires cross the finish line and then take a look at Chelsea Van Cleave and Sparkle Smash where she's lined up there at the finish. Wow, look how close. Your winner is Chelsea Van Cleave, Sparkle Smash. Well, we're gonna move on to our third head-to-head matchup here in round one. Racing out of the red lane, make some noise for Michael Vaughters Jr., Megalodon. And his opponent racing out of the black lane, give it up for Geneva Keller, Thunderoris. Again, the winner of this matchup will then move on into your JCB semifinal round. Thunderoris to the line first, followed by Megalodon. Your winner is Megalodon. Take a look at the replay. Geneva Keller and Thunderoris does a good race pass, but just takes a little bit wide in that final turn. Michael Vaughters Jr. and Megalodon takes the win and will advance on to the semifinal round. We're getting ready for our final head-to-head matchup here in our JCB Racing round one. Racing out of the red lane, let's hear it for Charlie Pocken, Grave Digger. And racing out of the black lane, let's hear it for Colt Stevens, Muster Dalmatian. The winner of this race will see Michael Vaughters Jr. and Megalodon in your JCB semifinal round. Both are to the starting line. We're waiting for that green light. it, your winner is Gravedigger. Let's take a look at this replay. Colt Stevens and Monster Mutt Dalmatian gets hiked up. Charlie Pocket, Gravedigger able to capitalize, takes the win, and advances on here into your JCB semifinal round. All right, let's take a little look here at our official JCB Racing competition bracket. We had Earthshaker advancing on to this semifinal round, and we had Sparkle Smash advancing on. They will be taking each other on here in the semifinal round. Megalodon advanced, and so did Gravedigger. They'll be seeing each other there in a head-to-head matchup in your JCB semifinals.
Let's get into it, Monster Jam fans. This is the semifinal round of JCB Racing. Our fastest 4 drivers has made it to this round, but only 2 can make it to the final round. Come on, Cardiff, I know you're excited. Let me hear you if you're ready for more JCB Racing!
We've got our 2 competitors getting ready to go head-to-head. The winner will advance on to your final round. In the red lane, we have Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker, and in the black lane, we've got Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash, both getting the call to go to Monster Jam World Finals this July 4th weekend. You'll see Earthshaker and Brandon Arthur competing for Megalodon there in the main field, and we've got our last chance qualifier, Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash Tropical there. Your winner is Earthshaker. Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker continues his dominance here overseas. He takes the win, will advance on to your JCB Racing final round. Take a look at the replay. A little mishap there for Sparkle Smash, and Earthshaker takes full advantage, gets the win, and moves on. This will be our last head-to-head matchup here in your JCB semifinal round. In the red lane, we have Michael Vaughters Jr. and Megalodon. And racing out of the black lane, it's Charlie Pocket and Gravedigger. The winner of this race will move on to see Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker in your JCB Racing final round. Both World Finals champions. Both of them coming up to do battle, to go head-to-head here this afternoon. Who will see Earthshaker in the final round? We are about to find out. Your JCB Racing winner is Charlie Pocket Gravedigger. Take a look at that finish. A strong finish by both of our drivers, but Charlie Pocket and Gravedigger takes the win and the first 8 points this afternoon. He is your JCB Racing winner. Cardiff, let's hear it for Charlie Pocket Gravedigger.
Here we go. We have made it to the final round of JCB Racing. Our fastest 2 drivers have made it to this round, but only one can come out on top. Who's ready to meet your final contenders?
He is your 2025 Rising Star Award winner, racing out of the red lane. Let's hear it for Brandon Arthur, Earthshaker. He is a World Finals champion, a 2-time Series Seasons champion, racing out of the black lane. Let's hear it for Charlie Pauken, Gravedigger. The winner of this race will receive their first 8 points of this afternoon. Charlie Pauken, Gravedigger, going up against Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker. We'll find out who will be your winner. Great race passes from both of our drivers. Take a look. Cardiff, who do you think the winner is? Your winner is Brandon Arthur, Earthshaker. Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker continues the dominance from last weekend, gets the win here in Cardiff. Your JCB Racing winner, Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker. There he is, let's hear it.
Brandon, congratulations. The track out here was really tacky. We saw multiple trucks kind of hiking up on those side 2 tires around the corners. How did you navigate the turns to secure the win?
You know, like you said, it was tacky out there. It was just kind of that fine line of finding the right point of pushing it and driving smart, and that's what I felt like I nailed it right there, and just really enjoyed it, man. I felt like if I was on the throttle, the truck didn't really want to come up too much. So it was one of those you kind of got to drive hard, but you push a little too hard and it puts it up on the bike. So I felt like I found that nice balance, and man, that was a awesome way to start the night off here in Cardiff. I hope you fans are having an amazing time, because I can tell you, well, we're just getting started. That's only JCB Racing. We still got plenty of Monster Jam action coming up. So Cardiff, let me hear you guys. How have you guys like racing?
They're loving the action so far. We've got a lot more to come. Next up, it is the skills challenge. There's a lot of opportunity out here on the track. So what do you have in mind to get those fans to give you the 10s?
You know, we always love when you guys give us good scores, but I'm going to go out there and just try and stick to what I know how to do and try and execute it perfectly to plan. If I can go out there and do it, I feel like I'm going to have a good chance of winning skills. But I can tell you what, man, these guys are good. They all can balance them trucks on the front 2 tires, the back 2 tires. Man, some of these guys are going to even go out there and do some bicycles for you. So I can tell you what, it's going to be entertaining, and that's the best part about it, is we're here to make sure all you fans have a really good time. I'm enjoying the night. I know all these drivers are enjoying the night. We're just getting started. We got plenty of action to come.
Let's give it up for your racing winner, Brandon Arthur, Earthshaker.
some noise for Joe Dennis, Zombie. Okay, 20 seconds is on the clock. Head to judgeszone.com. Use that city code, CAR. Slide that BKT tire up, down, submit that score, 20 seconds.
Joe Dennis. Zombie throwing down a great attempt, uses the backflip to kick that Monster Jam truck on those front BKT tires. He goes into the nose wheelie, has a brief pause for a stoppie, and then is able to showcase what he does so well. We got those zombie arms moving. Now it's time to see what those scores will be for you, the fans. Scores are locked. Your score for Zombie is a 7.298. So that will set the tone and the pace for the rest of our field of competitors. A great score and a great attempt for Joe Dennis and Zombie, 7.298. That is the score to beat. Let's take a look at that replay. Like I said, kicks it back off of that trench box, goes into the nose wheelie, and then the pause right there. Gets his balance and is able to showcase a really great technical move. Joe Dennis and Zombie, the score to beat, 7.298. She's our next driver up. It's Geneva Keller, Thunderoris. Geneva Keller is from Switzerland, but competes in our international series, but lives back in the United States. Score to beat, 7.298. Zombie. We'll see what she can throw down.
Let's hear it for Geneva Keller in Thunderoris. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
We see the sky wheelie attempt there for Thunderoris and Geneva Keller. Time to get those scores locked in. Scan that QR code or log on to judgeszone.com. There she is. Show her some love. This is her rookie season here in 2026. Started drifting and stunt driving at the age of 12, so she is no stranger to motorsports here. A few more seconds here at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat, 7.298. Zombie. Your score for Thunderoris is a 6.255. So that's good enough to put her currently in second. As we take a look at the replay there, she uses one of those racing ramps there on the track. Gets some nice vertical position. And that's a really great textbook sky wheelie there for Geneva Keller and Thunderoris. So 2 down, 6 more to go here in our skills challenge. Waiting to see if she can fire that engine and head off of the track. Don't forget, you the fans are in charge of helping us crown a winner here in the skills challenge. And don't forget, our drivers will have 2 attempts at 1 completed skills move, and we will let you know if our Monster Jam officials will allow our drivers to go for a 2nd attempt. We will definitely let you know what you see out on the track. We're gonna move on to our 3rd driver up, Charlie Pocket Gravedigger.
Make some noise for Charlie Pocken, Gravedigger. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
And that is what we call a power bicycle move there from the veteran Charlie Pocken and Gravedigger. He was able to line up at the far end of the track and basically drive his way to the far end on those two sidewall BKTs. We want to know what you think about that move at JudgesZone.com. You've got about 7 seconds left here using JudgesZone.com. And don't forget, if you've not started scoring, this is the perfect time to start scoring at JudgesZone.com. The code is up on the ribbon board, CAR. Slide that BKT tire up or down. Scores are locked. Your score to beat Zombie, 7.298. And your score for Gravedigger is 7.932. We got a new leader, Gravedigger. That is the score to beat. Take a look. He pops that Monster Jam truck on the right side of those two tires, balancing it on those sidewalls. Gets some great speed, hits the race ramp to stop himself. A veteran move here for Charlie Pocken and Gravedigger. He is now the score to beat. We're going to continue things on here in our skills challenge. Next up, it's Peter Nyman, El Toro Loco.
Peter Nyman, El Toro Loco. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
A great attempt for Peter Nyman and El Toro Loco. Even though he lands on the side there and takes a tumble, it is still a great attempt. We'll see that coming up here on the replay. He pops it up on those front tires, and then the stoppie. He is completely parallel and frozen, but you see the Crazy Bull smoke coming out of the nose, goes into the nose wheelie, then goes back into the moonwalk, tries to go to the reverse popper as well, but that's what lands him on the side there. Scores are locked. Your score for El Toro Loco is 7.909.
Monster Jam fans, all right, I got a couple of fans here. We're gonna play a little game, and it's called Sliding Trivia. I got some friends over here. I need everybody to pay attention so you can help them out, okay? Let's go ahead and put it up. Our helmet shuffle. It's coming in just a minute, but I gotta ask you guys, are you guys having a great time?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you asked me a little bit earlier, Am I American? Was that your question?
Yeah!
I am definitely American. That's for sure. You guys having a good time though in Cardiff? Let me hear ya! All right, cool. Let's play, we're actually gonna play this, okay? We're gonna do a little sliding trivia game. It is, got a question, a slider. When you think you know the answer, you're gonna tell the slider to stop, and that is what it's gonna be. What is the question here? How much does a Monster Jam truck weigh? Okay, so it's gonna slowly slide to the right, and you gotta let it know when to stop, okay? Let's slide it!
Stop! Stop!
Okay, all right. Maybe. Do you think it should go a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay, he says yeah. Let's slide it just a little bit more. Can we go?
Stop!
Yeah, okay, let's see what the real answer is. 12,000! High five, they got it right, y'all. Let's give them a round of applause for playing that sliding trivia.
You can see our skills challenge leaderboard. Gravedigger and Charlie Pocket, the 7.932. That is the score to beat.
Monster Jam fans, oh boy, I've got a group of fans up here. They're gonna help me introduce the next truck. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Chelsea Van Cleve in. Make some noise for Chelsea Van Cleve in Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open, judgeson.com, locking those scores.
Get those scores locked in for Sparkle Smash. A nice combination there for Chelsea Van Cleve. We'll see that replay here in just a little bit. She uses that racing ramp to get into a nice back and forth combination move. Few more seconds left at judgeson.com. Able to get into a little bit of a reverse popper action. Up into the popper. Scores are in. Your score for Sparkle Smash is a 6.436. All right, let's take a look at the video board right now. Like I said, she goes into a nice little combination, back and forth move, back into the popper, into the moonwalk. Able to kind of slap it back down, and then was able to power through to get a little bit of a reverse popper. Rides it up across the racing ramp, and that is her move. Our next driver up, it's Brandon Arthur, Earthshaker.
Let's hear it for Brandon Arthur in Earthshaker. Scoring is open. JudgesZone.com, y'all. Let's lock in those scores.
He makes it look so easy. Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker, a nice combination there. Get those scores in, judgeszone.com. CAR is the code. Move the BKT tire up or down. Most important part is you must click submit in order to submit your scores. And speaking of scores, the score to beat is Gravedigger 7.932. That is the score to beat. And you've got 7 seconds on the clock to get those scores in for Brandon Arthur. Throwing down a nice popper into a nose wheelie. Time is ticking down here at judgeszone.com. Scores are in. Remember, score to beat 7.932. Your score for Earthshaker is. Hey, we got a new leader! 7.993. It is Earthshaker. He is now the new score to beat as we take a look at the replay. Kicks it off those back tires. Gets nice and straight. Walks it down the racing ramp for the nose wheelie. And you can see those back tires as well. He's using that rear steer to wave left and right, those back rear tires as well. A lot of technical control here for Earthshaker. A great score for you, the fans. Puts him in the top spot. Definitely agree with that as well. We only have 2 more drivers remaining here in this competition. And our next driver up, take a look at the video board.
Jr. in Megalodon. Oh yeah, let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
During pit party today, he said he was gonna try something he's been working on. Take a look. Michael Waters Jr. Megalodon throws down the bicycle with the hard stop into the popper and is able to balancing it without rolling over. A great move. Michael Waters Jr. and Megalodon, your score is locked in. Your score to beat Earthshaker, 7.993. Your score for Megalodon is 8.812. We got a new leader, Megalodon. Let's take a look at that replay. He goes into the bicycle, balances it on that right-hand side, and then goes to the big brake check. Goes into the popper, is able to save it, balances it off of the racing ramp, goes down. You just about think he's gonna lose it, and is able to save it. What a move. That earns him the top spot here, as we only have 1 driver remaining. Michael Waters Jr. Megalodon is the score to beat, the only one in the 8s right now, 8.812, and that is Megalodon. Give a big shout out to JCB, our official equipment provider of not only this weekend's Monster Jams, but all of them across the country and around the world, especially domestically back in the States. A big shout out to BKT, our official tire sponsor. BKT, you can log on to bkt-tires.com. Waiting to see if he's gonna be able to refire. You can see his crew chief Dakota coming down on the track, trying to figure out if he can start that engine and head back here, as we only have 1 driver remaining. So we are gonna get our JCB equipment out here and hook him to the back of our crash zone, see what's wrong with Megalodon, why he won't refire. Of course, we'll let you know what's going on here, and we'll talk to KCG during that halftime report. Now let's throw it down to Casey, who's hanging out in crew seating.
That's right, Kay. I'm hanging out with Gio Andino, crew chief for Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And this week, you're working with a new driver, Colt Stevens. So what's the communication been between you and Colt Stevens like this week? Because we know that's a key to success in the competition.
Yeah, you basically try to talk about the track, talk about what you're going to do for skills, how you're going to attack it. So right now, the track was actually starting to tack up in racing, so it was to be expected. Usually first couple pairs, they usually lose. You got a little bit of advantage. But for skills, I mean, you try to separate yourself away from everybody else. Try to make your move a little bit more cooler than the last couple pairs. And that's pretty much all it is. You got to surprise the fans. Give them something different. So that's what we're planning on doing next.
I love that. There's so much that goes into figuring out how you're going to approach the competition. And as a crew chief, you kind of act like a second set of eyes, because for some of our newer fans, inside of the truck, the drivers have what's called a Hans device. So they're basically locked into place. They cannot turn their heads side to side. They can only see straight. And with the body on the truck, they have limited visibility. So talk to us about how you act like a second set of eyes out here.
Yeah, for us, it's definitely crucial to give him a second opinion. So he's used to running Thunder Roars back in the United States, so he actually has a little bit more limited visibility. This body gives him a little bit more to see. So it's almost like riding a horse with binoculars. You can only see literally what's in front of you. So right now, he's looking pretty good, so we're going to see what happens next.
I love that you were talking about how you watch what everybody else does on the track, and then you guys decide what should we do to close out this competition. So have you guys been talking, and do you have an idea as to what you're going to do out here on the track?
Yeah, he has an idea up his sleeve. We're going to keep it a secret once you find out here in a couple seconds.
Something tells me it's going to be big and bad in the best way possible. Get ready to see it. But first up, let's give it up for Gio Andino, crew chief for Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Monster Jam fans, all right, we are having so much fun here in the stand. So we're gonna play another game called Helmet Shuffle. So this is how it's gonna work. You gotta keep your eyes on the trophy, okay? It's gonna be in the middle helmet. It's gonna shuffle. Just keep your eye on it, okay? Let us know where it ends up. Here it is, the Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle. Okay, which one do you think it is? Help them out with the answer, come on. What do you think down here, huh? We got a lot of threes. I see a lot of threes. What do you guys think? Three, okay, three. Let's see if they are right. Unveil the first one. Ooh. Woo! Woo! You guys got it right. Hey, I got something cool for you right here. You both can share that. Pretty cool, awesome. Hey, let's give them a round of applause for play. Helmet Shuffle.
Congratulations to our future Monster Jam driver out there winning that game. All right, take a look right now here in our Skills Challenge leaderboard. It was Michael Vaughters Jr. and Megalodon, who you can see is getting double hooked back out to the back. We'll let you know what's going on here during halftime. We'll let our pit reporter KCG let us know what's going on. But he is the score to beat, 8.812 with that phenomenal attempt. The bicycle into the brake check to the popper, balancing it on those tires, saves it there at the very end, as we all thought he might even roll there at the very end. Megalodon is the score to beat. Right behind him is Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker. Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Zombie, Sparkle Smash, and Thunder Roars round out our 7 competing drivers, and we only have one more driver remaining before we crown our Skills Challenge winner. Don't forget, this is another 8 points for our drivers in the pursuit of today's overall event championship. Don't forget to grab your official Spin Master die-cast Monster Jam trucks out on the concourse at one of our official Monster Jam tents. We are gonna get ready here for our final competitor of our Monster Jam Skills Challenge here. It is Colt Stevens, Monster Dalmatian.
Let's hear it for Colt Stevens, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. 20 seconds on the clock, y'all. Let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
Kind of a wild attempt there for Colt Stevens and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. It looks like he was trying to go for the donut, but ended up kind of getting some of that hiked up. There you go, he hikes up right there and then goes into, I don't know what we would call that. It almost kind of goes into a little bit of a bicycle, but kind of sideways. Very unique, but I know it's very tacky out there out on the track as well. Scores are locked. Your score to beat is Megalodon 8.812. Your score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 5.638, which means your winner of the Skills Challenge, Michael Vaughters Jr., Megalodon. He collects his first 8 points of this afternoon with that great attempt. Michael Vaughters Jr. Megalodon is your Monster Jam Skills Challenge winner. He headed back into the crash zone. We'll see if we can get him up out of the tunnel and talk to KCG. He was standing by. All right, we will be talking to him during halftime, but Cardiff, make some noise one more time for Megalodon. Well, Cardiff, it's been an exciting afternoon of Monster Jam's first half with JCB Racing, of course, Earthshaker, our winner, and then Michael Vaughters Jr. and Megalodon, our Skills Challenge winner. But we still have a lot more Monster Jam left. Of course, we've got the high-flying action of our freestyle motocross riders, and then we'll wrap things up with Monster Jam Freestyle. But right now, we'll take a quick break. This is halftime. Be sure to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise, and meet us right back here for the second half of action. Cardiff, we want to welcome you back to Monster Jam. Make some noise for our freestyle motocross riders. We've got Brody Nibbs, Nicholas Texier, Wayne Jacobs, and Jared LaRue.
Oh, they can't hear you. Are you ready for our FMX scream? Each rider is going to do 3 attempts. First up, Brody Nibbs. Ow! Up next, Nicholas Texier. Let's hear it for Wayne Jacobs. Jared LaRue. One more time for FMX riders. They're gonna go a couple more times. Let's hear it for Brody. From West Midlands. From France, Nicholas Texier. And from England, Wayne Jacobs. From Phoenix, Arizona, Jared Leroux. Okay, Cardiff, they got one more attempt. You guys ready? Let's hear it. Scream! Yeah, buddy, that was our FMX riders, y'all. Again. Woo! Yeah! Oh yeah, y'all. You know what? It ain't over yet. We have now our best trick competition. Now this is how it's gonna work. Each rider will have one attempt to do their best stunt while in mid-air, and you guys are gonna score them using judgeszone.com. So get out your cell phones and get judgeszone.com pulled up, and let me hear you if you're ready for our best trick FMX freestyle competition.
We're gonna kick things off with our first rider up, Brody Nibs. Brody Nibs will kick things off here in our freestyle motocross best trick competition. Remember, the louder you get, the crazier, the wild the trick is. So when you see that front tire hit that red carpet, it is time to get as loud as you can. Cardiff, let's hear it for Brody Nibs. Woo!
All right, what you think? Brody Nibs, head to judgeszone.com, y'all. 20 seconds to lock in those scores now.
Let's take a look at the replay. Goes for the backflip, and then from my advantage point, it looks like a little bit of a heel clicker try there at the very end. Get those scores locked in, judgeszone.com. For Brody Nibs, our first competitor here of our freestyle motocross best trick competition. Scores are in. Your score for Brody Nibs is, wow, good score, 8.084. Our second rider up, it's Nicholas Texier. Nicholas Texier coming to you from France. It is time to see what he throws down here in our best trick competition. Cardiff, make some noise!
Woo! Let's hear it for Nicholas Texier, and head to judgeszone.com right now. 20 seconds to lock in those scores.
Another variation of a backflip. Take a look at Nicholas Texier. He goes for the backflip and then goes into the super flip, gets vertical, upside down. Incredible. Get those scores locked in. Your score to beat, 8.084. Brody Nibs, your score for Nicholas Texier is, we got a new leader, 8.420. We're gonna move on to our third rider up. It is Wayne Jacobs. Wayne Jacobs, our third rider to take to the sky here. Let's see what he can do. Let's hear it!
Hey! Wow, Wayne Jacobs, y'all. Head to judgeszone.com, 20 seconds. Let us know what you think.
Look at that backflip variation there. Almost does like a little upside down running man. Take a look. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. It's the same that we've been doing for our Monster Jam drivers. You're just doing it for our freestyle motocross riders. The score to beat, 8.420. Nicholas Texier. Your score for Wayne Jacobs is 8.840. We got a new leader, Wayne Jacobs. And he is our final rider up. It is Jared LaRue. Jared LaRue has competed in freestyle motocross with Monster Jam all over the world. And we'll see what he throws down as his best trick here. We're gonna get to see him fly in the sky. Let's hear it for Jared LaRue.
Woo! Let me hear ya for Jared LaRue, judgeszone.com.
Jared LaRue throws down what we call the whip, where he moves that bicycle to the left or to the right. He goes to the right. Gets some nice spin on there. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. It takes a lot of core muscles to do that. The replay there. Now we await your scores at judgeszone.com. Score to beat, 8.840. Wayne Jacobs, your score for Jared LaRue is 9.118. Your winner is Jared LaRue.
It ain't over yet, Cardiff. You want some more? Let me hear ya. Oh yeah, y'all are. It is now time for the Monster Jam train. Here we go. Yeah, Monster Jam train. Each rider going back to back to back non-stop doing their best tricks. You want some more Monster Jam train? I need everybody here to give me a real loud choo-choo! Okay. All right, I think they want to go again, but I don't know if they can hear you guys. I need this whole section to make some noise if you want to see a train. Okay. How about this side over here? Let me hear ya. All right, how about this side? I need everybody to go choo-choo! Let's get it. Wow. Let's hear it for our FMX riders, Brody Nibs, Nicholas Texier, Wayne Jacobs, and Jared LaRue. Let's hear it for our FMX Freestyle winner, Jared LaRue. Man, I'm telling you what, how long have you been doing this? A long time, of course.
You know what? Been with this company 11 years now. You know, we've been back to Cardiff a couple times. Been realistic all over the world. So, you know, to come back here this weekend, you know, get to hang out with some awesome dudes, ride some dirt bikes. There's nothing better than that.
Awesome, incredible. You know, what should you tell kids that want to be in your shoes one day, who wants to ride and compete against you perhaps one day?
You know what? We run into these kids all the time at pit party, and a bunch of parents, you know, we met a ton of kids today that just got dirt bikes. Best thing I can tell them to do is, you know what, always be safe with it, wear your pads, your helmet, everything like that. Have as much fun as possible, and the more fun you're having, the further you're gonna go. And eventually, you know, we'll see you here at Monster Jam.
Incredible. Well, great job. Let's hear it for Jerry LaRue, your FMX Best Trick Competition winner. You guys ready for some more Monster Jam? Scream! We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! Let's hear it for Geneva Keller in Thunder Roars. 20 seconds on the clock, judgeszone.com. Let's lock in those scores now.
A good way to kick off Freestyle. Geneva Keller and Thunder Roars is our first competitor to hit the track. And now it's time for you to get those scores locked in, as we've got about 12 seconds left here at judgeszone.com for one of our youngest drivers here at Monster Jam, only 19 years old, throwing it down her rookie season. Geneva Keller waiting for your scores here at judgeszone.com. Great use of the entire track, some nice moves there. Scores are in. Your score for Thunder Roars is, you gave her a 6.939. Let's take a look at that replay here coming up in just a moment. Some of the highlight package there for Geneva Keller and Thunder Roars. If you happen to see this replay before Judges Zone, you can use it to help you get those scores locked in. We're gonna move on here in just a moment. We've got 7 more drivers waiting to attack the track. Coming up next, get those zombie arms moving for Joe Dennis, Zombie.
Let's hear it for Joe Dennis in Zombie. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores, y'all. Judgeszone.com.
A powerful run for Joe Dennis, and Zombie even gets rid of that fiberglass body. At one point, though, I thought it was impeding his vision there, but he was able to hit some of those ramps, get that zombie face off, throw it down on the ground. We don't need any zombie faces anyways. There's Joe Dennis, Zombie. Great use of the entire obstacle, some nice movement there. A few more seconds at Judgeszone.com. The score to beat Thunder Roars, 6.939. Your score for Zombie is. Good score, 7.824. We got a new leader, Zombie. Let's take a look at his replay here up on the video board. Again, some really great saves there too. Recoveries. Use of the entire obstacle and track, minus that backflip ramp. I'm sure we'll see one soon here. Joe Dennis and Zombie getting it done out here. Now he is the score to beat with a really solid run here in our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Take a look at the video board for our next driver.
Cardiff, get ready. It's time for Sparkle Smash Freestyle.
Seconds left on the clock for Sparkle Smash. She heads down to the backflip ramp. It's backflip time! Get those cameras out! She lands it with 6 seconds left.
Let's Let's hear it for Chelsea Van Cleve in Sparkle Smash. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash throws down the backflip at the very end, and you can see a little smoke coming out of that tire. I think one of the shocks, or maybe the tire, there was some issue there. There she is! Get those scores locked in, Judgeszone.com. Chelsea Van Cleve and Sparkle Smash. A few more seconds here at Judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score to beat Zombie, 7.824. Your score for Sparkle Smash is 8.694. We got a new leader, Sparkle Smash. Take a look at the replay up on the video board, brought to you by Sparkle Smash and Chelsea Van Cleve. She will be our last chance qualifier driver in our Monster Jam World Finals competition. We wish her nothing but the best of luck. That's happening July 4th weekend back in the United States in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we'd love to see you all there at monsterjam.com for tickets and more information.
Well, if you've ever wondered what the drivers are doing inside of their truck during Monster Jam Freestyle, now is a really great opportunity to be able to watch that, because if you take a look at the one truck on the floor that does not have the fiberglass body on it, that is Colt Stevens' Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Without the fiberglass body, it gives you a really cool opportunity to see inside the cab while he's driving in freestyle. So I want to kind of point out a couple things, a little bit of Monster Jam 101. All of the tubing that creates the foundation of the truck, that's called the chassis. It's basically the skeleton that everything else is built upon. Now, Colt can steer the front two tires with the steering wheel, but his right hand is using a toggle switch to steer the back two tires. So you'll be able to watch him during freestyle. There he is, giving you the thumbs up. Awesome. So keep an eye out for that as he gets ready to crush it for our final competition of the day.
It is time for Peter Nyman, El Toro Loco. On the clock for El Toro Loco.
Let's hear it for Peter Nyman in El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco celebrating 25 years here at Monster Jam. Let us know what you think about Peter's run. Judgeszone.com.
Peter Nyman and El Toro Loco throwing down a nice freestyle here, getting use of the entire track. There he is. Show him some love. Peter Nyman, El Toro Loco. Get those scores locked in, Judgeszone.com. The score to beat, Sparkle Smash 8.694. That is the score to beat. As scores are in, let's see that score for El Toro Loco. 7.990, good enough right now to put him in second. Let's take a look at that replay brought to you by Peter Nyman and El Toro Loco. Loses the horn right there. You see our USHRA safety officials grabbing it right now off the track. Peter Nyman and El Toro Loco celebrating 25 years of El Toro Loco. He is part of the team El Toro Loco. Right there, hits that ramp a little lopsided, but able to recover. Continues on his run. Good freestyle here for El Toro Loco. We are halfway through here of our freestyle competition. Big shout out to all of our sponsors here at Monster Jam, Lucas Oil, JCB, and of course, Spin Master and BKT, our official tire sponsor as well here, for helping us put on this Monster Jam here in Cardiff. It's exciting to be back here once again. We've got our JCB equipment coming out here to grab El Toro Loco. And we're gonna throw it down to KCG, who's hanging out with our freestyle leader, Chelsea Van Cleve.
She is currently leading the freestyle competition, and it's Chelsea Van Cleve's Sparkle Smash. Chelsea, I just heard you talking down here. You were like, that is one of the fastest freestyles that I've done out here. Beautiful backflip, all of the right elements for a fantastic freestyle score.
It was amazing. Like I said, it felt like a 60-second freestyle. All of a sudden, I look up at the clock and I see there's 30 seconds left, so I try to get back to that backflip ramp as fast as I could. You know, just a little bit of damage on it, but we made it. You know, I wish I could have finished a little bit of freestyle. I like to hit that race lane jump right after a backflip, but awesome. These guys do such a good job working on our trucks. If it wasn't for them, these trucks wouldn't make it out every weekend. So love them. They're the best, and hopefully I hold on this freestyle lead for a little bit longer.
Now, when it came to the backflip, we saw that you went for the backflip, but took a second to kind of line everything up. Talk to us about what was going through your head.
I just want to hit it straight. I've hit it pretty crooked one time, and it was a wild ride. And, you know, I just want to hit that backflip ramp straight. And, you know, the hood came off, which makes the visibility a little bit easier on that Monster Jam truck. So, you know, to hit that backflip ramp to land it. My crew chief said he couldn't even hear me. I was screaming so loud. You know, I've hit a backflip ramp multiple times in my career. Every backflip is so much adrenaline. I love it.
Fantastic freestyle run, and we're gonna see if you can hang on to that score. 4 more trucks left here with Monster Jam Freestyle.
On the count of 3, I need you all to scream Gravedigger. 1, 2, 3. 50 seconds left on the clock. Goes for the backflip. The tumble, the roll. Not able to save it.
Charlie Pocket, everybody, in Gravedigger. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores now.
What a freestyle from our veteran driver, Charlie Pocket, in Gravedigger, driving over 30 years of experience. He got some big air off that ramp, goes for the backflip, not able to save it. Goes for that technical move too, that power bicycle move, and then is able to control it, goes up off the ramp. Great job by Charlie Pocket and Gravedigger. There's that backflip, just a little bit of a twist here. Scores are in. Your score to beat Sparkle Smash, 8.694. Your score for Gravedigger is 8.433. Still in the lead, Sparkle Smash.
All right, let's have a little bit of fun, huh? While we wait a little bit, we are gonna play something called Bailey's red light, green light. So when Bailey says red light, stop dancing, don't move. And when she says green light, move. DJ. Okay. Great job. Hold up. Why are you dancing? Okay, stop, Mom. Thank you so much for playing Bailey's green light, red light. Right now, though, I have a fan who's going to introduce the next truck.
Coming up next, it's Colt Stevens, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
A great save as he continues on his run with 30 seconds left.
for Colt Stevens, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. JudgesZone.com, 20 seconds, lock it.
Colt Stevens, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, showing no fear on the track, getting some big air moments, being able to use that track to his leisure. Time to get those scores in for our driver, Colt Stevens, the two-time World Finals champion. We'll see what you think about that run here in just a moment, as our USHRA safety officials pick up the remaining pieces of Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Scores are in. Your score to beat still Sparkle Smash 8.694. Your score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is a good score, 8.444. Puts him in second. Let's take a look at that replay brought to you by Monster Mutt Dalmatian's Colt Stevens. Look at that big air jump off of the big pod. He was able to use the entire track. Great speed, great momentum from our two-time World Finals champion. On deck, we still have Megalodon and Earthshaker here yet to freestyle. Our next driver coming up, it's Brandon Arthur, Earthshaker. $50 seconds left on the clock for Earthshaker. We might be looking at a backflip. And he lands it with 25 seconds left, and he is done.
Let's hear it for Brandon Arthur in Earthshaker. Scoring is open, 20 seconds. JudgesZone.com.
Hard landing on that backflip will end the run for Earthshaker. Get those scores locked in here at JudgesZone.com. Time to see what you thought about that run. A good run, a solid run here for Earthshaker. Able to get a nice use of our obstacles and our track here. Brandon Arthur going to the main field, Monster Jam World Finals drivers. Scores are locked. Third right now, 8.437. Let's take a look at that replay up on the video board here for Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker. We'll see all of the great moves there. Brandon Arthur with a big motorsports background. And then lands that backflip right there. A great backflip. I didn't think he landed that hard, but that dirt is tacky out there on the track. We're coming upon our final driver here of Freestyle. It is time to see Michael Vaughters Jr. and Megalodon. Let's see if we can get you guys to do your Megalodon jaws. Grab your arms and make those little jaws. There you go.
Make some noise for Michael Vaughters Jr. in Megalodon. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores now.
He is our final driver of our freestyle competition. Not only will we crown a freestyle winner, but we will crown an overall event champion. Let's take a look at that replay up on the video board here from Megalodon and Michael Vaughters Jr. A few more seconds here at judgeszone.com. The score to beat is Sparkle Smash 8.694. Your score for Megalodon is... Your winner is Sparkle Smash. The score for Michael Vaughters Jr. and Megalodon 8.553. Your freestyle winner, Sparkle Smash. And fans, you do not want to leave. We have one special thing left. It is an encore from Charlie Plotkin, Gravedigger.
Charlie Pocket, Grave Digger.
Let's hear it one more time. Charlie Pocket, Gravedigger throwing down. A little bit of an encore special for you Cardiff fans. And now we will be talking to our winners of our freestyle competition and of course our overall event champion. There he is, Charlie Pocket, Gravedigger.
She takes home the freestyle competition victory. It is Chelsea Van Cleve, driver of Sparkle Smash. We talked earlier and you said, I'm hoping I can just hang on to that lead a little bit longer. The fans loved it so much. You gotta be so proud to be taking home the freestyle right here in Cardiff.
I didn't expect going out third in freestyle that I would hold on to it as long as I did. Like I said, all these drivers are such tough competition. It is hard to throw down a good freestyle and keep that lead for that long. These guys are insane. We were in Finland last weekend. These trucks have gone through it. It's so cool to be out here in a stadium. This crowd was absolutely crazy. No matter what, when we came out for intros, I knew it was gonna be a pretty rowdy crowd. This has been great. What'd you guys think of that?
That's what we're talking about. One more time, huge congratulations to Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash. We're gonna add up all the points and celebrate who's taking home the overall event championship.
It is time to take a look at the video board, and your BKT overall event champion is Brandon Arthur Earthshaker.
Huge congratulations to Brandon Arthur, driver of Earthshaker. Brandon, it's been an incredible year for you. Another victory under your belt. Is this just getting you ready for World Finals?
Yeah, obviously we only have a few events left before World Finals happens, but I'm making the most out of them as much as we can, trying to get that momentum on our side going into it. But I can tell you what, man, I was kind of bummed when the truck broke right there. I really wanted to turn it up after that backflip. This dirt out here is tricky. It was kind of making us have to be a little timid out there. And, you know, it's putting us up on two wheels, making for some cool two-wheel moments, but it made it hard to really want to drive hard and go out there. But I can tell you what, we were pushing these trucks to these limits. As you guys can see, we had a lot of truck damage out here, but that's none of these guys right here. These guys work so hard to keep these trucks 100% for you guys, and sometimes they just break, man. That's just part of monster trucks. But we're out here, we're having a blast. We're loving every minute of it. Cardiff, you guys were awesome. We heard you guys yelling, screaming, whistling all night us. We could hear you. We were loving it. So thank you guys, Cardiff. I hope you guys had a great time. I hope we come back soon. I love it every time we come here. Cardiff, thank you guys. What a way to go out with a bang.
Let's give it up for your overall event champion, Brandon Arthur, his crew chief, Steve Lejinsky, Team Earthshaker.
Congratulations to Brandon Arthur and Earthshaker, our BKT overall event champion. Cardiff, it was so wonderful to be back here once again, and we had so much fun here throwing down all the action that happened here at Principality Stadium. We want to thank each and every one of the building staff here as well. We had so much fun. Monster Jam fans, don't forget, we are going to Salt Lake City, Utah for Monster Jam World Finals. We would love to see you there. Make sure you log on to monsterjam.com for tickets and more information. On behalf of Jabari Thomas and KCG, I'm Kay Young. We hope you had fun. We hope to see you at our next Monster Jam.
It's wheelies and backflips, donuts and burnouts and walk-ins. Full throttle, head to head. You be the judge of which truck's gonna win. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam, Jam, Jam. When I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster